Kiwi.
Splash of trash.
Splashing the trash for us this morning, Holly Wainwright is back at OK Magazine. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning, Wammo. How are you doing?
Very good. How was the tropical climes of the UK?
Well, tropical would be a stretch. It was about 5 degrees and raining most of the time, but it was very nice. I'm a little bit jet-lagged, but I think I've recovered.
I was straight back into the hot seat this morning.
Indeed.
Into the celebrity gossip world. Let's start off with Lindsay Lohan. What's she up to?
Oh, dear. Well, Lindsay Lohan's life is always something of a train wreck, and it's only getting bad to worse at the minute, as her dad, who is one of he is one of the most prolific spouters of all sorts of gossip about Lindsay. He never stops talking to the press. At the minute, he says in an urgent drive to try and get her into rehab for problems with prescription drugs, he's leaking all these private tapes that have conversations that he's had with Lindsay's mom, with Lindsay's assistants about her various problems over the last few years, which, you know, is a caring, sharing thing for a dad to do. Some of them are quite shocking. One of the most interesting things that's come out today is a tape with Michael talking to his ex-wife, Lindsay's mum, Dina, where Dina claims that Lindsay was dating Heath Ledger at the time that he died. She says that she used to drop Lindsay off at his house a lot, and she's obviously worried and that they were very, very close, and she's obviously worried that Lindsay may suffer the same fate as Heath did, because she is allegedly deeply into prescription drugs at the moment. It's a very ugly saga, and Lindsay herself has come out tweeting that, you know, she hasn't had a good relationship with her dad for ages, and, you know, she can't believe he can sink so low. But it's certainly very tantalising stuff.
That is really bizarre.
It's very bizarre.
Releasing the private tapes. Can you imagine that happening inside your family, Holly?
Oh, no, mind you, they wouldn't be that exciting, I have to say. There would be no Heath Ledger claim in my private tape. I don't think anyone would want them.
The private tapes would be like, pass the salt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Want to go for a drink? Yeah. That kind of thing.
Now, I saw a headline last week about Nicole Kidman saying that she was revealing all about the Tom Cruise relationship and whatnot. Was that true or not?
No, she's not. She gave an interview to GQ magazine in Britain where she said, because she's promoting this movie 9 that's coming out at the end of the year, and she says that she will never ever discuss her split with Tom Cruise, the details of. She says that after she married Keith Urban, she burnt a lot of her old journals from the time when she was married to Tom. She said, you'll never find out what really happened. This week, the latest sort of Scientology tell-all, which has been written by a disgruntled former Scientologist who says that he worked quite closely with Tom, says that the reason that Nicole will never tell is because of Scientology's very strict policy that if anybody publicly criticizes Scientology, they can be separated from their family. This guy says that if Nicole ever went on the record to criticize Tom and Scientology, she might lose access to her children with him. So this is why Nicole will go. She says herself, "I'll go to my grave with all my stories, with all her own secrets." And they're saying that this is probably wise. She doesn't want to face the wrath of Scientology.
Well, talking about Scientology, are any of those main celebs starting to leave Scientology, especially after the revelations and was it a court ruling in France that ruled it a scam of some kind? Well,
yeah, and there was also a very high-profile defection a couple of weeks ago from film director Paul Haggis, who said that he that it was homophobic, that Scientology was destructive and homophobic and broke up families. Well, it's interesting because it seems that the stars who are in it are very much in it. I mean, John Travolta has come under quite a lot, well, not criticism, of course, but a bit of controversy surrounding the death of his son, Jet, who he recently had to admit in court was autistic, which is supposed to be a condition that Scientologists don't recognise. Right. But he has come out this week, John Travolta and his wife Kelly, and said that Scientology is helping them enormously get through their grief and that they have spiritual counselling every day. And, I mean, they're certainly not... it seems that the celebrities who are still very much in it, like Cruise and Travolta and so on, are standing by it.
I guess because somewhere when the money go round, perhaps they're benefiting from it. Who knows?
Well, who knows? Perhaps it's certainly a bit of a murky business.
And Gwyneth Paltrow, she's been up to mischief?
Well, she hasn't been up to mischief, but there are claims that her husband has been up to mischief. Very strongly denied by Gwyneth and her husband. There's been a recent story out and about that he has been cheating on her with Hollywood actress Kate Bosworth, which seems very unlikely that this would happen. However, Gwyneth and Chris have a very, very private marriage. They haven't been photographed together for years. They go to great lengths to avoid it. He'll go out with the kids, she'll go out with the kids. They're never together. So the rumours that they're in trouble are around a lot. Gwyneth has come out saying that this latest report that he is cheating is not true, but it will only add to the speculation that there's something a little bit odd going on in their marriage.
Holly Wainwright, all those stories and more in the magazine coming out next week and on okmagazine.com.au. Catch you next week, Holly.
Yep, have a great day.